Take a deep breath, not because it fixes everything, not because it suddenly makes the pain disappear, just because you've been carrying so much for so long, and maybe, just maybe, you deserve a moment to rest. This message is for the person who is tired, not physically tired, soul tired, the kind of tired that comes from always being the strong one. The one who listens to everyone else's problems. The one who checks on everyone else. The one who says, "I'm fine," even when nothing feels fine. The one who keeps showing up, keeps smiling, keeps carrying responsibilities, even though something inside has been quietly breaking. This message is for you, because sometimes the people who need comfort the most become experts at hiding their pain. Sometimes the people who encourage everyone else are secretly praying that someone would ask them, "How are you really doing?" And sometimes the people who look the strongest are carrying the heaviest burdens. Maybe you've been holding it together for so long that you don't even remember what it feels like to let go. Maybe you're tired of pretending, tired of explaining, tired of being everyone's safe place while secretly wishing you had somewhere safe to fall to. And perhaps there are nights when you lie awake and think, when is it my turn to be cared for? When is it my turn to rest? When is it my turn to be seen? If you've ever asked those questions, I want you to hear this clearly. You matter too. Your feelings matter. Your exhaustion matters. Your tears matter. And your story matters. Because even the strongest hearts need comfort. Even the strongest people need support. And even the people who seem to have it all together need someone to say, "You don't have to carry everything by yourself anymore." There is a unique kind of loneliness that comes from being the person everyone depends on. People assume you're okay because you always appear okay. They assume you can handle one more responsibility, one more problem, one more disappointment, one more burden. But strength without rest eventually becomes exhaustion. And exhaustion without support eventually becomes emptiness. You can only pour from an empty cup for so long before something inside begins to ache. Maybe that's where you are right now. Not broken, just depleted, not weak, just tired, not giving up, just needing someone to notice that you've been carrying too much for too long. And if nobody has noticed lately, let this moment be your reminder. You are allowed to be tired. You are allowed to need help. You are allowed to put down what you've been carrying. You are allowed to rest. You do not need to earn rest. You do not need permission to care for yourself. You are human, and humans were never meant to carry everything alone. Perhaps the hardest feeling in the world is not sadness. It's feeling unseen, feeling like your efforts go unnoticed. Feeling like people only come to you when they need something. Feeling like you're important to everyone, except yourself. If that's you, I need you to hear this. Being needed is not the same as being valued. You deserve relationships where you are loved, not just useful. You deserve people who ask about your heart. People who stay. People who listen. People who remind you that you matter even when you have nothing left to give. Because your worth has never depended on how much you do for others. Your value does not come from being useful. Your value comes from simply being you. And that is enough, exactly as you are, right now, even in your tiredness, even in your brokenness, even in your uncertainty. You are enough. So tonight, or this morning, or whenever you are listening to this, I want to invite you to do something you may not have done in a very long time. Be kind to yourself. Speak to yourself the way you speak to the people you love. Offer yourself the same patience, the same understanding, the same compassion, because the person you've been neglecting while taking care of everyone else is you. And you deserve your own kindness too. If all you do today is breathe and keep going, that is enough. If all you do today is rest, that is enough. If all you do today is admit that you're tired, that is enough. You don't need to be endlessly strong. You don't need to carry everything alone. And you don't need to have all the answers. For now, just stay. Stay with yourself. Stay with hope. Stay long enough to discover that even weary hearts can heal. And perhaps, for the first time in a long time, let someone, including yourself, take care of you. Imagine carrying a backpack. At first, it is light. Then life begins adding things to it. Responsibilities, disappointments, heartbreaks, unspoken fears, the expectations of others, the pressure to succeed, the need to always be available, the pain of being misunderstood, the grief of losing people, opportunities, or versions of yourself. And because you are strong, you keep carrying it. You tell yourself, I can handle this, I'll deal with it later. I just need to keep going. But eventually, the backpack becomes so heavy that even breathing feels exhausting. Not because you were weak, because no one was meant to carry that much for so long. And maybe the reason you feel tired all the time isn't because you're lazy. Maybe you're carrying years of things you never gave yourself permission to put down. The hurt, the disappointment, the pressure, the loneliness, the expectations. Perhaps what you need isn't more strength. Perhaps what you need is rest. Some people spend their whole lives trying to earn love, trying to earn approval, trying to earn acceptance. They believe, if I work harder, people will appreciate me. If I give more, people will stay. If I become better, I will finally be enough. But here's the truth. You do not need to earn your worth. You were worthy before your achievements. You were worthy before your mistakes. You were worthy before your heartbreaks. You were worthy before your failures. You do not become valuable because someone notices you. You have always been valuable. And perhaps one of the greatest acts of healing is finally believing that. There is a special kind of sadness that comes from being misunderstood. When people think you're okay because you're quiet. When they think you're strong because you don't complain. When they assume you don't need support because you never ask for it. But strength and silence are not the same thing. Many strong people are silently struggling. Many smiling people are carrying invisible pain. Many successful people feel lonely. And many people who seem to have everything together are simply trying to survive another day. If that describes you, know this. You are allowed to let people see your humanity. You are allowed to say, I'm tired, I'm struggling, I need support. Asking for help does not make you weak. It makes you honest. Sometimes life becomes so busy that we forget ourselves. We become our responsibilities, our jobs, our problems, our roles. We become what others need us to be. And slowly, we lose touch with who we are. So let me ask you something. What makes you feel alive? What brings you peace? What makes you smile? What part of yourself have you neglected? Perhaps healing is not about becoming someone new. Perhaps it is about remembering who you were before the world became so heavy. One of the most beautiful truths in life is this. You can begin again, at any age, in any season, after any mistake, after any heartbreak, after any disappointment. You are never too late, never too broken, never too far gone. You can choose today to take one small step toward yourself. And tomorrow, another, and then another. Healing is not one giant leap. It is 1,000 tiny steps. Sometimes we wait for huge changes. A miracle, a breakthrough, a perfect opportunity. But life is often changed by small moments. A sunrise, a kind word, a deep breath, a good conversation, a quiet prayer, a walk outside, a song that touches your heart. A moment where you realize, I made it through another difficult day. Never underestimate small moments. Sometimes they are the beginning of everything. There may be days when you feel exhausted again. Days when the sadness returns. Days when life feels overwhelming. Days when you question whether anything will ever change. If those days come, I want you to remember this. A difficult day is not a difficult life. A painful chapter is not the end of your story. A setback is not failure. And feeling tired does not mean you are losing. It means you are human. Keep going. Rest when you need to. Cry when you need to. Slow down when you need to. But don't give up on yourself. Because there is still life ahead of you. There are still people you haven't met. Memories you haven't made. Places you haven't seen. Dreams you haven't discovered. Versions of yourself you haven't become. Your story still has unwritten pages. If no one has told you this lately, hear it now. I am proud of you. Proud of you for surviving. Proud of you for carrying what you've carried. Proud of you for getting up again and again. Proud of you for still being here. Because staying is not easy. Trying again is not easy. Believing again is not easy. But you are doing it. One day at a time. One breath at a time. One step at a time. And that matters. So tonight, put down the weight you don't need to carry. Forgive yourself for being tired. Forgive yourself for not having all the answers. Forgive yourself for being human. Then place your hand over your heart and remind yourself, I am still here. I am still growing. I am still healing. I am still worthy of love. I am still deserving of peace. I am allowed to rest. I am allowed to begin again. And no matter how difficult this season has been, I have not come this far to give up on myself now. So breathe deeply, rest gently, and when you're ready, take one more small step forward. Because even weary hearts heal. And your story, your beautiful, unfinished story, is still unfolding. As this journey comes to an end, take a slow, deep breath. You've carried so much. You've survived things that many people never saw. You've smiled while hurting, kept going while exhausted, and stood back up even when life tried to knock you down. That matters. Maybe you haven't given yourself enough credit for how far you've come. Maybe you've spent so much time focusing on what you haven't achieved that you've forgotten the courage it took simply to keep going. But tonight, let this be your reminder. You are not behind. You are not a failure. You are not too late. You are not broken. You are still becoming. Life isn't asking you to have all the answers today. It is simply asking you to take one more step, one more breath, one more chance on yourself. There are still beautiful moments waiting for you. People you haven't met, places you haven't seen, dreams that are still possible, laughter that hasn't happened yet, peace you haven't felt yet, and a version of yourself that you haven't fully discovered. So don't give up on yourself. Not now, not after everything you've survived. And if no one has told you this recently, let us say it clearly. We believe in you. Your story still matters. Your life still matters. And your presence in this world matters more than you know. If this message touched your heart, please take a moment to support Health and Wellness Typify. Subscribe, follow, and become part of this growing community dedicated to healing, hope, emotional wellness, and personal growth. Share this message with someone who may be carrying silent burdens. Leave a comment and tell us, what is one thing you're choosing to let go of today, and what is one thing you're choosing to hope for? Your words may become the encouragement that someone else desperately needs. Here at Health and Wellness Typify, we believe that healing begins with one moment of kindness, one message of hope, and one decision to keep going. Until next time, be gentle with yourself, rest when you need to, start again when you must, and never forget, the person you're becoming is worth waiting for.